Hi guys, welcome back to DM Study Mood. This is the first lecture in my bioinformatics series, so let's get started. Today we're going to learn about biological databases. This is the part 1 of the video. Now, before learning biological databases, we must know what are databases and what are the different kind of database management systems. So, what do you think? What is a database? In simple language, it is a place where we store and organize all the data so it can be easily accessed later on. For example, the software used by your colleges to store all your information, like where do they all store your roll numbers, your course taken, and everything. The software used by them is also a database. Now, why do we need it? Why do we need such complex softwares and all to actually store your data? Well, the two main purposes of this is first, the knowledge discovery. So we can find more relationships between this data which we have already stored. For example, like a student named Jane is admitted in a college before she was doing biotechnology, but now she is also reapplied to that same university and now she's going to do commerce. So the college can easily assess all her files and see that she has switched and maybe ask her questions or not. That's upon it. So basically, that's the reason. Now, second, easy storage and retrieval. Like all the data which can be stored easily and then easily we can assess. Like later on, we need to know where is Jane, her what courses she have done, and if like she becomes something big and we need to know information and store. So that can be easily done. Now, all the data can be easily accessed by just making a query in a database. Now, how does making a query work? I don't know. It's very simple. Like you all know, we just need to type a few words and we get all the data. But the problem occurs is where we have to write it in like really long question answers. And in college, we can't just write it. We just wrote a word and we get all the answers. We need the technical language. So this is how you're going to write. First, we put a value which is used to retrieve information from the records. Now, second, this info, where is this received from? It is received from the entity which contains various fields, and from those fields, the one which is relevant is selected. Third, what are the fields? The fields are the one which actually contain the data. Like that is like what is the name, Jane? What is the course, bioinformatics, etc. Now, what kind of format does these databases use? Like how are they do this store? What like kind of format do they use? Originally, all the databases used to use the flat file format. Now, what is a flat file format? Basically, this is where like the data is just typed on like name and separated by using just simple vertical bars and the commas, and this results in a very very long text files. But now where the problem occur because of the memory intensive nature of this information retrieval method. Now, for instance, look at this example where the information about 5 different students is stored. If I want to find the course name of Jane, though, I will have to go through a whole long text file. Now, this looks easier in like just this example, but now imagine having a million people data and then searching for that just one person. Yes, you might become like this mad person. So, to solve this problem, sophisticated org programs were developed and they were called the database management systems. They're just like those friends which provide you last minute notes so that you don't have to go through all the information yourself. Or maybe just like me, who is providing all this huge load of info in such a cute, sophisticated way. So don't forget to subscribe. Now, come back to the topic. Now, after this, two types of database management systems were made. First, the relational and database management system, and second, the object-oriented database management system. Now, let's go further into it. What is the relational database? Relational database is a database which uses a set of tables instead of like having long text files. What we use here are a set of tables. It is actually was made using the SQL programming language. Now, here each column represents fields which are indexed by attributes which can easily be cross referenced, and the rows represents values. For instance, here the student name and the state are different columns are and are different fields which are different fields, and the student, the heading, is an attribute like a particular name given to that all the information, like there are all the information, and this heading is student, that means they have all the names. And then the next heading is the names, and they have all the names in it. Now, these headings can be easily cross-referenced with each other. For example, we can use student and then cross-reference with this student how is connected to this name. And similarly, the rows contains the values. Example, the name, the Texas, the jaw, and etc. Here we can also add IDs. For example, the student numbers. Like this is just similar to your roll numbers. Like if we put that specific number in the system, we get all the information we have regarding that in the system. Now, moving on to the object-oriented database management system. Well, it was made using the C++ language, and here instead of tables or long text files, pointers are used. And instead of columns, each field is considered an object, which are linked together by the other various pointers. It can define various relationships, for example, the complex hierarchical relationships between two data, or maybe the evolutionary relationship between two species in a biological sense. For example, here the state, student, and the course are taken as various objects here, and the values are added inside these objects. Now, these objects are further connected using pointers. For example, the student, and under that the student name are all added. Next is the course, so the course is all added, and the student state is also added, and these all are connected together. So that's it for today. In next video, we will understand about various biological databases. Till then, stay tuned and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.